Good morning. Finally, this thing messes up on me every Sunday morning. It does. I can go live every day through the week, and this camera and this phone works great. Every Sunday morning, gives me issues. So, good morning. Welcome to Rest Lessons from the Ridge. I apologize for the delay, but we're used to it every Sunday morning. So, good to see you. I don't know if everyone can hear. We have a light rain in the background. Very soothing. It's not a storm, it's not a downpour, it's a light growing rain, and that's a good thing for farmers. Farmers need light growing rains. Doesn't cause all the erosion, brings life, and so light growing rains are good. It kind of goes with our topic today, doesn't it? I'm gonna make sure, hey, Castle Hives, good to see you. Lauren's in the house. Jason, of course, is here. Brook Trout 1, awesome, good to see you. Cooper family, Homestead, how you doing? D-Gads, good to see you. Got a new friend in here, Trapper for 100 years. I was talking to Trapper for 100 years for a good 10-15 minutes before we started here. Nice to meet a new friend, it's awesome. Patty from Tinker's wife is here. Jason, of course, from homesteading Northern Michigan. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. 8 people in the room so far. This, I would say, beautiful Sunday morning. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. We have a light drizzly rain. I was going to be out in the field, actually, by the barn and talk about planting and stuff, but the rain kind of prevented that. But hey, Tina, striving from a simple life. She's way out west. She's up early for this, I think. Is that right? Yeah, Tina, it's early there. Yeah, because the sun goes this way. So appreciate you being here, Tina. Reap what you sow. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm. Oh, you can't stay, but you wanted to say hi. We appreciate you, Kevin. No problem, buddy. Homesteading, Graving, Business, and Life. Good morning, good morning. Let's see, Linda Wall. Good morning, Linda. Awesome, good to have you here for sure. And Autism and the Hicks family's here. I was talking to them earlier. Good to see you. Make sure I'm not missing everybody here. We're just sitting out on the front porch, enjoying the light rain that's making the grass turn green. That's what it's doing. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hope everyone's had a wonderful week and is starting to recover from the turmoils of the day. Arkansas Woodcutter, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Is it raining out there, out in Arkansas? Been drizzling all night. Beautiful day yesterday. Sunshine. We were out working in the barn all day. We were doing all kinds of work at the barn from time we just good work. Loved it. Beautiful day, and making progress on the log home build. Got a lot of updates for that coming very soon. And today it's drizzly and rainy. That's kind of appropriate for a Sunday. Let the farmers rest. Get them some moisture for their plants, and then move on next week, right? Matt, the Payne family made it past your last freeze. I think we have too, Matt. So hopefully everyone can start getting those seeds. Well, the seeds should already been, if you plant inside in cold climates and you use a grow light and get your plants going, you're going to be planting your little seedlings. But for those in the southern climates, we can put seeds out and grow them straight from there. But people do it different ways. I am not a gardener. I still have to get in to learn that. But the last freeze should be over in most places down here, and people will be getting them out in the garden. The Arkansas Woodcutter, just a light rain here too. Oh, storms later there today. Keep them there, buddy. Don't let them come over to Tennessee. Don't let them cross the bluff. That's for sure. Sunny, hey, how you doing, Sunny's Place? We got 14 people in here. 7 thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. A lot of good things actually going on. As the world stops, God continues, doesn't he? It doesn't matter what man does, what we create upon ourselves, what type of political turmoil is going on today. God is good, God is great. And I was talking to Trapper for 100 years. God, we have a sovereign God. And so no matter what's up or down, God is great, God is good. And it's just a blessing to see him during this time of turmoil. Springtime, just this beautiful time of year when everything turns green. Look behind me. You can see Starla cut our crepe myrtle bushes, and they bloom later on. So everything has a season. Some things bloom early. You know, the azaleas, our azaleas, the blooms are all gone. They had their time, and they were a blessing for their season. And now, you know, the other bushes and stuff are starting to bloom, and the bees are kicking it with all the blooms going on. But the crepe myrtles bloom later, and that's their season. And that's kind of what we're talking about today. What we're talking about is planting seeds of prayer. And we'll get into that a little bit. We're going to do some chatting, having some fun here. And then I do want to remind everybody, Arkansas Woodcutter at 10 o'clock has a wonderful service. You got to go check him out at 10 o'clock. I'll be done way before then, so it gives you some time to run to the restroom and do all your things. So check out Arkansas Woodcutter at 10 o'clock Central, whatever that is for y'all where you're at. So an hour after this one, or right after this one. This one starts at 9. And then after that, I believe Mimsy. Doesn't Mimsy have a service? So you can just do RidgeLife, Lessons from the Ridge, Arkansas Woodcutter, and straight into Mimsy and just have your wonderful, blessed Sunday. 10 a.m. Central. I believe that's Arkansas Woodcutters at 10 a.m. Central. That's right, Castle Hives. Make sure I'm not Corgills. What's up, Chad and Whitney? Good to have you. So awesome. Love some Corgills. That young couple is doing some wonderful things. It's just a blessing to watch them. They have fun. You know, you want to see a couple like that have fun doing what they do, and to see young couples do homesteading or, you know, raise chickens and just repair things is amazing. I mean, I love it. Some of my kids, you know, really aren't into it at all, and to see young married couples with kids loving that life, that godly life. Of course, I say the godly life. It's a blessed life for sure. Wherever God puts you could be a godly life. So I shouldn't have said it like that. But I love, you know, that they're getting to the earth and they're growing, and it's just wonderful. I love watching the Corgills. So, Mrs. Northern Michigan, hey, Mrs. Northern Michigan, good to see you. Did anybody see Jason from Homesteading Northern Michigan? Put a comment out. So I want people to see what you got going on there. I got to do some shout outs here. K&R Destinations, good to see you. Happy Sunday, for sure. Jason from Northern Michigan, give me a comment there, buddy. I want people to see what you got going on. Corgill says he's blessed us so much, and he's blessed me with an amazing husband. Aw, Whitney, that's so sweet for Chad. You're a lucky man, Chad. Good job, everybody. You picked good. All right, everybody see Homesteading in Northern Michigan? Just put a comment and says, yup. Look at his logo. Do you see that logo? It was the state of Michigan with a white background. So when you see it in the chat, all you see is the state of Michigan. And there's a cabin in there, and then there's a tree line in black, and then there's the northern lights behind it. Isn't that wonderful? That is a wonderful logo. The state Homesteading Northern Michigan logo. And how he got that goes along with today's lessons and my shout outs. D's Beyond Blessed has made that for Jason at Homesteading Northern Michigan. And D's Beyond Blessed is my featured channel today. If you look at my channel, on the right side, there is featured channel list. Hopefully y'all are using the featured channel list. It's really nice. Your closest friends, the people you want to help grow, you put them over their featured channel list, and people can subscribe to them right from there and go to them and go check them out. D's Beyond Blessed, a young channel, just like Homesteading Northern Michigan. Both of them are just over 100 or so a while back. And I went and checked her channel out. I actually saw her on, I believe, outdooring chats, like trapping and stuff. And I think that's where I first met her. And she does, make sure I get this right, printing, T-shirts, logos, decals, I believe some jewelry even. That's what she does. But the fact that she has blessed in her name and the things she says and the things I see on her page really blessed me. So I added her to my featured channel list. She blessed Jason with that awesome logo. And so I want to make sure I give a shout out to D's Beyond Blessed. And that brings us to my 2,000 subscriber celebration. I'm working on that. I mean, we're over 2,000 now, but I need y'all to have us be able to do the celebration where I give away 2 $50 Amazon gift cards. And to be eligible for the 2 Amazon gift cards, $50 each, $50 each, all you got to do is go to Dee's Beyond Blessed, watch the video where she made donuts, and leave a comment that said RidgeLife sent me. Subscribe to her, leave the comment where RidgeLife sent me. The other one is go to Homesteading Northern Michigan, go to his video on when he's shooting his 30-06, and subscribe to his channel and comment RidgeLife sent me. And you'll be eligible when we do our 2000 live celebration for those $50 Amazon gift cards. I'll do other giveaways as well. But what we're doing is when they reach 200 subscribers, we will do the 2000 celebration. So I'm giving away 2 $50 Amazon gift cards when those 2 channels get to be 200 subscribers for our 2000 celebration. So I know it's going to take a little bit, but they're already like 140, and they were like 115, 120, I think, when we started this. So keep blessing them. They're awesome, awesome. Matter of fact, you know, almost often Jason finishes his videos out with a be blessed or have a blessed day or stuff like that. And of course, Dee's Beyond Blessed. So I thought I'd bring them up on our Sundays lesson from the Ridge, talking about blessings and prayer and planting spring. Because I love both those channels. They're young channels, and I love seeing young channels grow. It's pretty awesome. So check them out. Make sure you get in for these $50 Amazon gift cards. I know people can, in this time, whenever people are home from work and a lot of you aren't getting paid, $50 Amazon gift cards could help out a little bit. Brook Trout 1 says, I'm winning both. I just won a hat from Dark Waters Fly Shop channel, and if you enjoy fly fishing, check him out. Awesome. My wife loves fly fishing. I trout fish with her, but I just use a conventional, but she goes traditional with the fly fishing. So what else we got here? David Hoderlin, good morning, good to see you for sure. Homestead Jason says, I want to spread positivity in this negative world. That's right. That is right. K&R Destinations. I got to clear some windows here real quick so I can see everybody. All right, so one more thing. I wanted to shout out my shout-out playlist. People notify me that, like if I send somebody a shirt or something, they'll do a video shout-out to RidgeLife, or they'll mention, RidgeLife for this or that, or and it's just really a blessing for us here at RidgeLife. And what I'm doing to help bless them back is anytime I see a video where they mention, RidgeLife in a way, where it's featured, I'll put that video on my channel in a playlist called Shoutouts, I believe, Shoutouts playlist. So people can, when they come to my channel and they actually go to that playlist, these are all videos of other people, not my videos. They're all your videos where you shouted out RidgeLife, which brings them to your channel, which helps you grow. So if anybody knows about videos that aren't in that playlist that need to be, let me know. I will add them. If you made a video where you've talked about RidgeLife, or how how we've done something for you, or how you don't like us even, people don't like everything. So excuse me. But I'll add you to the shout out playlist, because I want to make sure I help everybody. Good mention, Sonny's Place, Emma and Mike, I think. Let me see here. When am I going to make a mug? I'm just on t-shirts right now. I may have to get Dee's Beyond Blessed to help me out, though. I believe she could do that. Let's see here. Castle Life said that's a good idea for shout-outs. That's something new. I hadn't really seen that before. I just thought, all these channels were shouting out RidgeLife, and I figured I'd put them all there and people can go see them, helps them out for sure. Oh, thank you, Chad and Whitney. Appreciate that. All right, so what we're talking about today, so we got 20 people, 20 in the room. Awesome, I love it. And 12 thumbs up. Appreciate you all so much. Oh, I got some more good news before we get into this. I got 4,000 hours. Yeah, it's awesome. You guys helped me out. You rolled me over to 4,000 hours. So you should be seeing some changes here on RidgeLife pretty soon. Hopefully it's not too intrusive. I want to make sure that the channel stays the way the channel is. But yeah, we reached 4,000 hours. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you. A lot of people are rolling our videos, and it helped out a lot. And I'm going to start rolling other people's videos for sure. I know Nathan from Samson Farms, he's really close. If he's not there, he's really close. So help out Nathan at Samson Farms. He's almost at 4,000. So help these small channels become big channels. And because, homesteading and just outdoors and hunting and fishing, that's, I love this way of life, and we need to promote these type of channels, make them big on YouTube, make YouTube see godly people doing godly things in a godly way. And the world will have to see that, right? Make our light shine, that's for sure. Erez Simon, good to see you, good to see you. All right, so what we're talking about today is ways to plant spring prayers. This is, I mentioned earlier, it's raining right now. It's a light spring rain. It's a growing rain, that's for sure. Oops, sorry, I just kicked the stand there. And it really is a special time of year, a time for new beginnings, a time for opening windows, for turning the soil and planting seeds. And God mentions that so many times in the Bible about springtime, the season of planting, sowing seeds. These are very instrumental in the Word, in the Gospel. It's also an ideal time for praying. In fact, prayer can be essentially invigorating during this season by attaching to 3 activities in particular. We're going to talk about those 3 activities here. One is seed prayers. And everybody, what's a seed prayer? And I'll talk about that. Jesus once told a parable about a sower who scattered seeds in different types of soil. Everyone remember that one? In his story, the seeds represented words. I'm going to read Mark 4:14 for you here, okay, everyone? So bear with me. This is Mark 4:14. I'm going to read all the way down through 20. Okay? The farmer sows the word. Some people are like seed along the path where the word is sown. As soon as they hear it, Satan comes and takes away the word that was sown in them. Others, like seed sown on rocky places, hear the word and at once receive it with joy. But since they have no root, they last only a short time. When in trouble or persecution comes, because of the world, they quickly fall away. Still others, like seed sown among thorns, hear the word, but the worries of this life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desires for other things comes in and chokes the word, making it unfruitful. Others, like seed sown on good soil, hear the word, accept it, and produce a crop. Some 30, some 60, some 100 times what was sown. And that's amazing parable God used there about seeds and planting. And a lot of people here are preppers on that follow these type of channels, gardening and prepping, and y'all know exactly what we're talking about here on the types of soils to plant. And God uses that to make an example, to help us understand His ways. So, if you've got rocky soil, I know a lot of you, and this is what's really awesome about YouTube, because I'm talking right now to a bunch of people here, 19 people from all around the country, some people in different countries. So your terrain is different. I'm the rolling hills here in western Tennessee, just before the Mississippi River Delta. And we've got, mostly, good dirt. There are some rocks in some areas, but it's dirt. But some places are really rocky. You go down an inch or so into your topsoil and it's just rock. And how can you have a giant oak tree grow to hundreds of years old when its topsoil is this thick? How can you do that? The roots can go this way, but they're not very deep. So the first wind topples the tree. Is that how your faith is? Are you superficially Christian? Are you superficially holy? Are you superficially righteous? But then deep down, you're just worldly. Because when the seed is sown in you, oh yeah, amen, brother, amen. And then you get to your own devices and your sin continues within you. Because the seed was planted on rocky soil. Excuse me here just for a second. I'll make sure I'm not missing anything. Make sure I'm not missing. Okay. Okay, but I apologize. I was making sure I was missing something here. All right, so I think what God really wants us to be is the receptive soil. And you ask, how can we change ourselves? If we're rocky deep down, how can we be that good fertile soil? Well, It is a cultivating process. Ask any gardener how you take barren, leached soil and make it fertile again. And a lot of people in here can answer that question, because we all don't start with fertile soil. Matter of fact, when we're born, due to the sin of man, we're not fertile. We're all sinners. We're sinners from the beginning. You think, how can babies be sinners? Well, if you ever had to watch a group of 2-year-olds for any length of time, I think it's pretty easy to understand, right? That spirit of love and kindness and the Spirit of God is not relatively shown in a 2-year-old. And babies are so sweet and so cute and everything, but that innate humanity in them comes out very, very quickly whenever they can start to be mobile and talk, right? And start taking Timmy's toys and hitting Jenny across the face, and it's not fertile soil there, guys. It has to be cultivated. It has to be fertilized. It has to be, nutrients have to be given, and that's what parents do. That's what you do, parents, is you're cultivating your children to Christ. And a lot of atheists call that, indoctrination and stuff. Well, we don't say farmers indoctrinate the soil, do we? They make it better. They make it grow. They make things grow. And to make things grow with your children, you've got to fertilize. You've got to cultivate. You have to turn up. Sometimes they have to learn the lessons of life and learn from it. It's painful sometimes, but they have to learn the lessons from life to be better adults, to be godly people. So we feed them good things, not just food. We feed them the Word. We take them to church on Sunday. Or if we can't take them to church, we give them the Word ourselves. We read the Bible to them. We give them Bible stories to read and understand at a young age. And we do the same thing in the soil, right? You put your fertilizer. Sometimes you got to put some lime. You got to turn it up. You want to aerate it. You got to get some fresh things going on there because it can be barren. It can be all used up. So to be the fertile soil, you've read your Bible, you've prayed to God, you've asked Him for blessings, you've asked Him in times of need, but you also asked Him in times of not asked Him, you've thanked Him in times of wealth, of excess, of success, of however you want to say it, because those are all things that are making you grow as a Christian, and you're preparing yourself for the future as a Christian. That sanctification process is long, right? Make sure I got that right. Sanctification, justification, all, I always mix that up. But it's a process that you get closer and closer to Him throughout your walk. You don't start off, His right-hand man. You don't start off that way. But you can get closer and closer through your reading of the Word, of prayer, and of doing great things for His people. So if you're not if you're not preparing the soil in your children, you're doing them a disservice. If you're not doing that with your family, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, some parents don't know the Word, don't know the gift of the Spirit in their heart. Even some grandparents. I have seen grandparents be saved before they die. And it's an amazing thing to be a young person and to see your grandparent saved. Now, luckily, my grandparents were both saved, and they instilled that in me. But some people's grandparents aren't. And if you can do that, that's a treasure in heaven you'll have forever, to help your grandparents get to know Christ. So, fertilize, turn, aerate, prepare your walk throughout the world you're in today. You will reap the rewards. I guarantee it. There will be a harvest for you. I very, very much guarantee that. KNR says, wear the armor of God in your everyday walk. There are lessons in every season. That's exactly right. Brook Trout 1 says, we need to constantly have our kids covered with prayer. It's crazy. It's a crazy world out there. That is so, so true. Castle Hive says, my son is going to school to be a youth pastor. Awesome, Castle Hive. That is so awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Inky Savage, what's up? That's Gavin. Hey, buddy. How you doing, bud? All right. So, we talked about seed prayers. So one way to pray this, hey Gavin, there's Gavin right there. What's up, buddy? One way to pray this spring is to make the seeds you plant, whether in a planter, a garden, or a field, into prayers. And you might attach a name to each seed, if you have big seeds, or a cup. Praying for a different person as you poke the seed in the soil. So you have a cup. You can say, this is my, you can have a cup of people who need health, that are having health problems. And you can put on there, you can put the names, every person on that cup that is needing prayer for health. And then when you go to plant, this is a planting season, when you go to plant, you say, oh, Jerry needs prayers for this ailment, and you put the next seed in, right? It's a wonderful way to remember your prayers, and God hears each time you plant that seed. God hears that. It is so true. Okay, or you might pray a different prayer with each different kind of seed you plant. So you have if you're planting squash could be health. If you're planting cucumbers could be blessings. People who need to be saved, people who are lost. You could have a lost cup for, rutabagas, whatever you're planning, keep praying those things for all those people. It's just a way to get you closer. While you're in the earth, you're still communing with God. You're still getting time for prayer. Say a prayer of praise as you plant flowers. So if you're planting a bunch of flowers, say because those flowers have already usually bloomed when you're planting them, right? Because we're making our this would be landscaping and stuff. So say a blessing, so the seeds you're planting need to grow. So you're praying for the growth or the repair or health. Well, the flowers have already bloomed, so those are blessings. Prayers are blessings when you plant flowers. These are all things you can do. You can also have, say, intercession for others. You plant vegetables, right? So if you're going to plant vegetables, they can be, hold on, Gavin. Sorry, bud. Gavin wants to come out. He's eating his cupcake this morning. It's a carrot cake, okay? So is that healthy? Is that fertilizing? It's carrots, so carrot cake counts, right? All right, so that's another way we can do is feed prayers. So you have seed prayers, and now we're gonna have feed prayers. Before I get into that, I wanna make sure I'm not missing anybody here. Watch my time too. I don't want to get into Arkansas woodcutter. Normally I go 45 minutes. Give you all time to. Breakfast is a piece of cake, Patty says. Breakfast is a piece of cake. So hey, if it gives you nourishment, gives you strength, gives you energy for the day. Making sure I'm not missing anybody here. So David Hodling, yeah, we talked to David. Okay. Corgill say, Tim, I'm going to send you a video of an amazing pastor. Chad and I really enjoyed his message. We cried. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Chad and Whitney. Sunny says she loves the idea. She's going to do that with the seeds and the cups and stuff. So if you're a gardener, that really is one way you can put that into a practice. Okay, so feed prayers. Feed prayers. Spring is also a great time to feed birds and other wild animals. You may wish to fill your bird feeder as you pray. God, just as you feed the birds of the air, who do not sow or reap or store away in barns, please provide my family's needs. That's Matthew 6:26. I'll read that again in a different version. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? So, feed prayers. The birds again, like they don't toil, they don't worry for their food. God provides. So when you're feeding your birds or you're feeding your livestock, do those prayers that the blessings are there. Make sure. So you might scatter bread or crackers for your wildlife while praying for the hungry, right? So if you're feeding your livestock, your morning chores, right? There are people that are hungry in America. In this country, there are people that are hungry. So, especially with the shelves the way they are at the grocery stores in some places, right? They're eating saltine crackers and Vienna sausage, which, hey, that's a meal to me. I like Vienna sausage. So, or some people are eating potted meat or spam. I saw all kinds of ways to cook spam recently on Facebook. So, but some people are hungry. So when you're out doing your morning chores, feeding your chickens, pray for the hungry. Every time you cast, the cracked corn, or the scratch, for the morning, the treat for your fowl, say a prayer for the hungry. Please do. Sonny says that's one of her favorite scriptures. Reminds me that God always provides what we need. That's right. So, what you can also do is donate to the food pantry or soup kitchen along with prayer for those in need. Or better yet, volunteer as a cook or server at a feeding program near you. So feed prayers. We had seed prayers and we have feed prayers. Again, these are all springtime things we are talking about here. So volunteer your time feeding the hungry. Donate, to food pantries. Right now, with the store shelves the way they are, food pantries are running low. So if you've got things in your storehouse, you may want to help those in need. Donate to your church food pantry. And they're setting up ways where you can do that without having to have one-on-one contact. There's a drop-off location. You drop it off, then they come pick it up. You don't have to do face-to-face, stay within outside the 6 feet. So Sonny says, I'm growing more food than we need so we can give some people in our community. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing to bless those people in your community. That's what we're called to do, right? David says food pantries and food banks are also overrun with so much right now. Now, if that's going on, if that's that means there's a lot of good people out there doing that. Now we just got to make sure that people are aware of those food pantries that are overflowing and make sure that the resources are getting to those people in need. There's a sad thing. A lot of people do the honor system food pantries, where your town has a box and you put stuff in it, and people just come and take everything. They drive up, in a really nice car and they take everything. And then really all you can do there is pray for them because, they'll be taken care of in their time. You just got to make sure you provide for those that need. So put scriptures in the food pantries. That's right. Gavin said that. Look, Gavin, my son, he said put scriptures in your food pantry. You can put little tracts. You can put right on the cans, verses. John 3:16. Write that on the green beans. John 3:16. So at least whenever they're opening the can, they're getting blessed in that way. John 3:16. What is that? Who wrote that on here? What does that mean? I never heard. What's this John 3:16? Oh, it's the Bible. Let's go see what that says. Let's go find out what John 3:16 has for me while they're looking at their green beans. Thank you, Gavin. Gavin's 11 years old. Be 12 in May. Thank you very much, buddy. Castle House Church I go to has had a pantry for a long time that the folks take from. That's right. The church I was in before I came down here to Memphis, the Memphis area. We go to Bellevue Baptist Church. We had a food pantry, and as a deacon, I was assisted in making sure that was stayed stocked, and when people came needing, would help distribute. So, Trail Trash Outdoors, great idea, plugging the channels and making it easy to find since YouTube is being crazy. Isn't YouTube being crazy? Now, before we get on to our next one, live chats. So many channels in here right now that y'all are seeing, and you can't click on the little dot, and I can't click on their name and see the dot and click go to anymore. They took that ability away, and you're like, oh, I love while I'm doing a live chat to click on that, go subscribe to that channel, add them as friends, watch their video, comment, come back to the live chat. They took that ability away. So what Lauren does, you can see her right there, she adds your channel name in the live chat. So if you've got moderators on your channels, and Lauren did that without asking. She's just awesome like that. Lauren, so she sees your channel in here. She puts a link in there to your channel when she sees you come up, and then anybody can go click. So if you see somebody in here that you have not made friends with, scroll up, and Lauren she's blue there, she's a moderator. She's put a link to them, and you can just go click on them and do that real quick while you're in this channel. So if you do lives, which I recommend everyone doing lives, they're awesome. And you have a moderator, have a couple moderators. They keep trolls at bay, and you will eventually have trolls, I promise. And the moderators can do these links things, so we can get around YouTube taking away the ability to add friends really quickly, because that's really how these young channels grow and make friends like this, is to be able to do a live chat, click on it, and grow. So, and the real growth, not this sub for sub stuff. Don't ever do sub for sub. It's worthless. Make real friends like this, because you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Homestead, Northern Michigan says, I'll be his moderator. I'll definitely be your moderator, buddy. Absolutely. Okay, so we had seed prayers. We had feed prayers. Now we're talking about good deed prayers. And now, a lot of people go, oh, he's talking about works. You got to do works to be saved. No, you don't have to do works to be saved. But the fruit of a saved person is works. It just makes sense, right? Whenever you're a sinner in a sinner's world, you sin, you don't do good works. And some people do them for selfish reasons, and that's fine. You can do that, but you're not going to reap the rewards in heaven for that, that's for sure. But a Christian who is saved and who has the Spirit of God in them can not help but do good works. If you're not doing good works, you're fighting the urge to do good works for some reason. And I don't know what that is, and you need to come to terms with it and find out why you're not doing things for people. So you're not saved by works. Works don't save you. Works don't keep you saved. They're an expression of your salvation. They're the light of your salvation. They're the light of Christ in you is the fruit of your salvation, the fruit of your spirit, the things you do for people. So it just makes sense. Doesn't it make sense, people? That the things we do as Christians reflect our salvation. So we're going to talk about good deed prayers. One of the best prayers you can offer is to reach out and do something kind for another human being. Take a plate of cookies to a new neighbor. Or in our situation, we have honey, so we take honey or chicken eggs, even in today's, I can leave it on the front door, leave a note on it, and ring the doorbell, and then you can do that. You can do even in the social distancing guidelines of today, you can still be a good Christian neighbor and do good deeds. I mean, the Satan, the devil would tell you, no, you got to stay at home. You can't get out and do good deeds right now. You need to be selfish and excuse me. You need to think about yourself right now. No, don't let him deceive you that way. You can do good deeds, and you can do it and stay healthy, keep your family healthy, and do the things that God's calling you to do right now. I promise you. You just follow the guidelines. You can do these things. Because, we have essential workers. Well, Christ's work is essential. Don't you think? I work in a steel mill, and I'm an essential worker. But what's more essential than Christ's work? Obviously, people, that's the most essential job on this planet is the work of God. Excuse me. So, visit a friend in a hospital or nursing home. Ooh, how are you going to do that? Well, you can do it by video conference. So if they're in a hospital and they've got their phone, everybody has their phone still. Hopefully they're cognizant. If they're not, you can just pray for them for sure. But you can live FaceTime with them, right? You're going to be there with them on the screen. So be there with them, pray with them while you're FaceTiming. However you want to do it. Zoom conference. Get your whole family together in a Zoom conference with the grandma that's in a nursing home. Mind blown, right, everybody? You can still visit grandma in the nursing home. Somebody there, if they're in a good nursing home, will set them up a Zoom conference. And you and your brothers and sisters and your nieces and nephews can all Zoom in with grandma while she's in the nursing home and bless her so much. Pray for her that she stays healthy. Come on, people. This is the world we live in. You can do it. Don't let Satan, the devil, tell you can't do these things that God's calling you to do. Please don't let that happen. So, let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Okay, lots of good talk amongst yourselves. Please continue to do that. I love you all interacting with each other because this is the community that we love. So many good people out here. Linda says, just heard about farmers who supply schools now don't have an outlet for their harvest. A potato farmer here has 400,000 pounds he is now trying to sell loose at a farmer's stand. Wow, that's so crazy. So yeah, there's got to be ways to make sure the things get to where they need to be. So it's got to be. Is Riley Homestead here? Did I just see her? Hey, what's up, Riley? Good to see you. Good to see you this morning. Riley gave a comeback video. She was driving around with her Mr. Riley. It was awesome. I appreciate Riley giving that an update. We can't wait to see her goats. So good to have you back, Riley Homestead. We all love you and just want to see more of you. Okay, so write and send prayers to service members overseas. And I believe now you don't have to actually write on paper. I believe the State Department has ways where you can send emails to service members overseas. You can pray for them, and you can do care packages. So there's new technological ways where you can do this and bless these sailors, these soldiers, these airmen, with prayers and thoughts and words and gifts. You can do that. And what's a better time? We're sitting all at home, right? You got time to do this stuff. Search out these things of ways to bless these people, right? Bless, bless, bless. So, what about getting your kids and go picking up trash on the side of the road? Starla, my mom, Grandma Carol, and Gavin just went and did that. They out all along the road in front of the log home build site. They've been riding bikes on that road and going out picking up trash. You know, you ain't got to go get within 6 feet of people to do that. And as your neighbors that you've maybe never met before drive by, they see you doing that, cleaning up their neighborhood, their community, and they may go, "Wow, what's this? These new people here? What are they doing? They're out here cleaning up our trash, that in front of our house. That's a blessing. Who are these people?" And they can walk out into their yard and stay 20 feet away and go, "Hey, neighbor, how you doing? You know, we just moved in here and we're just cleaning up this area here, and thought we could clean yours up too. You know, maybe they're in a wheelchair, maybe they're can't get out and clean up their ditch line, right? And you just bless them by doing that. So many ways, people, while we're in this predicament here with this pandemic, there's so many ways you can bless people. Don't forget them. These are not outside the park, ideas. These are things that probably we should have been doing all along, not just during this time of pandemic. Why it takes a pandemic to remind us that we can go out and clean our neighbors' ditches. But if it works, right? So, so you can also, clean up a parking lot, go to a park. Some parks are open. You can clean a park up because a lot of the government workers aren't doing that. You know, they furloughed them. Well, government mostly aren't furloughed, but some places are, keeping people at home, so not working together. But you can go out and clean a park up. If you look at, you can read Psalms 51:10 while you're doing all this stuff, while you're out cleaning the ditch banks and stuff. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. So while you're cleaning the ditch banks, right, you're praying that God cleans you, right? Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Makes sense, right? So how about calling someone who's lonely? Leave an extra generous tip. We don't have to go to restaurants right now, but if you're having services done, tip them. Tip them generously. They're probably not getting the money they normally get, and if you're blessed enough to have excess, share it, people. You can do it, okay? If you have something done at your house, a service industry has to come and take care of it, bless them somehow. There's got to be a way you can bless them. Please do. And if it's not just in prayer, ask them if you want them to pray with you. That'd be awesome. So you may want to alternate seed prayers, feed prayers, and good deed prayers over the course of the next few days and weeks as we go through all this. Or just really continue it, please. Or you may want to try to include one in your routine every day. Just think about, morning could be a seed prayer. Lunchtime could be a good deed prayer on your lunch break, and the feed prayers can be done in the evening, or feed prayers in the morning with the chores. Just figure out what works best for you. You may want to try to, whatever you choose, it just takes a little extra effort, really just a little bit, and brings so much extra blessing, and just into this time of spring. So spring into prayer, please. That's what I want to say. Spring into prayer. We're planting, we're growing, and we're doing good things. And that's really what spring is about, is the growth season. And that's where we can be at the end of this pandemic thing here. Let's grow. Let's grow as people. Let's grow as Christians. Let's grow as a community. So whatever genre you're in on YouTube, help it grow as well. You don't have to evangelize every day on your channel. But if you're a Christian or if you're a person of faith, whatever denomination or religion you're in, just be that person all the time. Your channel can be about fishing, and you don't have to preach every video, but be the person you are in every video. So you can have, like I do on Sunday, I do this. We actually, this is a Christian, or sorry, this is a time of faith on Sunday. I'm not gonna say Christian because I am a Christian, but this is a time of faith on Sunday. But my other videos throughout the week are just me, right? Just Tim from RidgeLife. So be that person Sunday, be that person Saturday, be that person Friday, be that person whatever day of the week it is. KNR says, many blessings to you. Thank you so much for doing this. So much fellowship here. Absolutely, fellowship. That's the main thing RidgeLife is about. It's fellowship. I like getting out and doing fun things and meeting fun people and making new friends. I've met so many new friends. I've been doing this for 4 months. My channel started in 2018, and I created 3 or 4 channels called Something Life, and I really did nothing with them until Christmas of last year. So 4 months, and in the last 4 months, I've grown through you all, and it's just been a blessing for me for sure to meet you guys, because I started off going, hey, you know, my son, my middle-aged son, Morgan, said, hey, Dad, the things we do are so fun. You could put that on YouTube and you know, get it out there. But then, which is right, I did, and then I got to meet you all, and that's really where the fun of YouTube came in. That's really why I got so excited about it, was these live chats. I was wanting to go to the spring shindig and start going to all the gatherings and these things, because I just love you guys. I love having fun. I love learning new things. I've learned trapping. I just started, you know, spring trapping, and talking to guys like Trappers for 100 Years, and learning so many new things. Asher Brother Outdoors, you got to go visit those young guys. So we've been going here for 46 minutes, just like I said we would go 45, give you a chance to head over to Arkansas Woodcutters in 15 minutes. Arkansas Woodcutters are going to have a wonderful blessing to you at 10 o'clock Central. So 15 minutes from now, 14 minutes from now, and I guarantee it. And then I believe after that, Mimsy has one. So please, please bless your neighbors, bless your family, bless everyone with these ways that spring brings about new life and growth. So we have seed prayers, feed prayers, and good deed prayers. Please, please keep those in your mind and help the Spirit grow within you and in your community. They have an email server for service members. There you go. So y'all continue talking about that. Trail Trash Outdoors says, Mimsy is the best. Mimsy is awesome. Go check out Mimsy after Arkansas Woodcutter. Tim's World. I missed you earlier, Tim's World. I'm sorry. I was ranting along. Tim's World, good to see you here. Make sure I didn't miss Trail Trash Outdoors. They came in. I'm sorry. Good to see you, Trail Trash Outdoors. New channel, new friend of mine. So I love new channels. So don't forget the 2 $50 Amazon card gift giveaways doing for our 2000 celebration. D's Beyond Blessed and Homesteading Northern Michigan. Go watch the 2 videos I noted. Subscribe to them. Leave the comment that RidgeLife sent you, and you will. And when they reach 200 subscribers, we will do the live 2000 RidgeLife celebration giveaway for 2 $50 Amazon gift cards, which you could all use right now. And we'll do some other giveaways as well and have a lot of fun. So, oh, this is such a fun time. Fun time. It's raining a little bit, but it's a growth rain. The grass is turning green. The fields are growing. So love it. Love springtime. So Tim's World says, Tim, I'm glad I found your channel so peaceful in these times. Blessings. Awesome. Thanks, Tim's World. Runaway Homestead. Good morning. Good morning, Runaway. We're about to finish up here, but go check out Arkansas Woodcutter next. Arkansas Woodcutter. David Holing, good to have you here, brother. Appreciate you. Absolutely. God bless. Jason, see you soon, man. You have to the 28th. Don't forget Jason from Homestead, Northern Michigan, giving away silver. He's giving away 2 silver coins. Silver for his 99 celebration. And you have until the 28th to register for that. Silver. Silver. Real silver. That's an awesome giveaway. So go check him out. That's Homesteading Northern Michigan. All right, everyone. Bye, Tina. Love you. Everyone, Simply Southern Roots, hey, good to see you. I'm sorry we're finishing up here. Don't forget to go to Arkansas Woodcutter. Man, 23 people in the chat room here, but we're going to head out so y'all can get over, take a break for a second, go do what you got to do, and then head over to Arkansas Woodcutter. Cooper Family Homestead, goodbye. Love y'all. Awesome. Well, everyone have a blessed day, and go Ridge Life.